their box of rejection. You're dealing with your child now, because this is the nation you're raising it up. This child could become a prime minister, this child could become head of school, this child could become a pilot. We don't want pilots who go kill kids to everybody. No. So
they could be anything in life.
They could be anybody in this life. So since you're seeing that things, then you'll be like, you've done wrong, mate. I'm not happy with this. Next birthday is cake, 1 candle, done.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me here on Inspire once again. It's a blessing to be back. It's a blessing to have you being part of Inspire family. So I have a very special guest here with me. She has so much to offer. She's full of wisdom, a lot of experiences in life, and really passionate to build our global community. So she's right here with me, Mariana. Welcome on Inspire.
Thank you so much, Emertha. Thank you for having me, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, or giving me, it's an honor. It's an honor.
It's an honor also for me to have you, Mariana. I've learned from your story, your experience, and your knowledge, and your passion for people.
Oh, thank you.
So I couldn't hesitate but to bring you here on Inspire.
Thank you so much, Emertha. Thank you.
So again, for the viewers, obviously, they would love to know who Mariana is. Just a bit of introduction.
Oh, thank you. My name is Mariana, and I'm a mother of 3 and a wife of Benjamin. I live here in Cardiff. I came sometime years back in Cardiff. I'm from Africa originally, the country called Tanzania in East Africa. So that was my journey here.
Excellent. You know, when people hear Africa, some people haven't been to Africa, and when you mention Tanzania, people think of, is she from Kilimanjaro? Is she from... So tell us a little bit. Take us a bit to Tanzania for someone who haven't been there.
Oh,
how does it look like?
Oh, Tanzania is a beautiful, beautiful country with beautiful people, very loving people. Our country has lots to offer. It has wild animals, and we have the tallest mountain in Africa, which is Mount Kilimanjaro. It's based in Tanzania, but the foot of it is in Kenya. Sometimes Kenya says Kilimanjaro is in Kenya, but Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania. So you can never go climb Mount Kilimanjaro from Kenya. You have to come to Tanzania. That's where it is.
Right.
So you are all welcome. We love people. We welcome you all. Anyone who feels like, now I need to see a little bit of Africa, come to Tanzania.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much for such a lovely introduction, and a brief of introduction of Tanzania. So now we have a bit of an idea how that beautiful country looks like. So my name is Emertha, and it's an honor to having you all viewing and watching us and contributing on Inspire. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please do it now and watch till the end.
Yes.
Trust me, you're gonna be inspired, and please remember to share the inspirational story to other people, and let us build Inspire family. So we're here again. Mariana is such an incredible woman. So today we want to really build our communities. And we
Yes.
start by looking how we raise our children, because they are definitely the future generation.
Yes.
They are future leaders. You know, without a strong family, without a good family, we have no good people. We don't have good leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
So well, I have had people really saying that in Africa, children are raised very, very well compared to here in Europe, wherever, America, these are the Western countries. So that has been an ongoing. You see someone from Africa saying, no, you don't raise your children so well. That's why you have knife crimes. That's why you have gun crimes among African. So you don't raise so well your children. Well, obviously, I have my first experience as a mother in Europe.
Yes.
Obviously, I was born and raised in Africa, but you had some of your children in Africa, and you have other children here in Europe. I mean, in the UK now. So tell me a bit of your experience. How do you compare the two continents in terms of raising good children? Honestly, because I get confused when it comes to that. Whether we're good, whether you're bad, whether I have to improve on what.
Okay. When it comes on to raising up children, it goes so much with something called culture.
Right.
Okay? With African culture, anyone will help you to raise up your child. Okay? Because everyone becomes a mother all of a sudden when the child has been born.
Yeah.
With here, my child is my child. No one is allowed to touch them.
Right.
Even to give them a rectification of, for example, they've done something wrong.
Yeah.
If I'm not the parent of that child, I don't think I'll be able to tell, oi, you're doing wrong, yeah, it's not nice, it's this. It'll be like, who told you to do so?
Right.
Yeah, so there's that culture thing.
Culture thing
Yeah.
that has to do with the rights of people.
Exactly.
And who has to do this, who hasn't got the right to do so. Yeah.
Exactly. In Africa, the community is all of them, they become your father and your mother. Yeah, they'll train you, they'll tell you off, they'll send you, they'll ask you for a help. As a child,
Right.
you will not be able to say no to an elderly person. But here, somebody will say, no,
No.
I ain't gonna go there. Who are you to ask me to do so? Do you see? So it's culture-wise. And in Africa, parents are, they are always like the very first teacher to their children. And here, the way I see it is everything is done between just the family,
Just the
very
family.
close family.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Africa we have, like, parents are the first teacher to teach your child, right? Right? And then there is community. Yeah, and then there's those closest family
Family, friends.
family members, family friends and stuff. So all that are part. It's like a pack of hyenas or stuff. So they all know who is who, the rank and stuff. Okay, so I think that is the thing that helps a little bit.
Right.
And you will see children who come from a broken family in Africa, they're the ones who will go astray because they don't have that strong pillar that pushes them, a mom or a dad behind their back. Okay, it'll be like no one really cares about them, so they'll be going astray here, there, here, there. Those are the ones who will be on streets sometimes and stuff. But when it starts, like, you have a mother and a father joined together, they give that child a pure love. A child will not go astray.
So a strong family
Exactly.
makes a well-behaved child.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially when you mentioned in Africa how a child actually belongs to community.
Yes.
Everyone has a say. If you misbehave, maybe a neighbor will tell you,
Yes.
stop, don't do this again.
Yeah.
And you really listen to that neighbor.
Yes.
But here we don't even often see our neighbors. So
you should respect my space.
Yeah.
There we don't have the space thing. We have, it's all together. We share lots of things. We share lots of things.
Right.
So it's culture wise.
It's culture
wise, yeah.
But again, talk about really like the most recent crimes. There's been an ongoing crime, like knife crimes, where you find it's among black children really stabbing each other. This has been really disturbing me. Do we really have to adjust the way we raise our children as black communities? Because it doesn't really, I have no proper way to address this when it comes to how black children stab among themselves, knife crimes and all other behaviors. Then I'm like, probably those people who say that we don't raise our children properly, they have a say. I don't know, you are probably not an expert in that, but what do you think could be the cause? What do you think could be, could be behind that?
All what I can say about this is, you will see it's, again, probably these children have been raised by either a single mom or a single dad.
Right.
There's no that balance of both sides of love, because in a family either dad will be super strong and strict, a mother will be calming the child.
Right.
Okay, so the dad will lay the rules and regulations in the house, the mother will kind of like guide the child.
Right.
Okay, so if the child is on a single hand, and then again children have been given so much right. Okay, so now children are, even those who have two parents, still they'll be like leading themselves, because parents now are afraid to talk to their children. All of a sudden a child will be like, I'll call this, I'll call that. So parents here will be afraid of social services, will be afraid of, oh, I'll be reported. You hear them, oh, please don't do that, don't tell them, they'll call social services. No, I believe social services, they're supposed to be like, okay, is this how you guys, you do your ways?
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Just cut down this one and add this one. Give them parents a direction. There is no parent who hates their own child.
Yeah, definitely not.
Especially when it comes to mothers who have carried the child for 9 months, because from the time the child starts kicking in your womb, we start taking care of that kid from the womb.
Yes.
By the time they come out, we have already get used to the child. We'll be like, oh, he was kicking, oh, you will see the leg will come.
Yeah.
We'll give you all the stories.
Yeah.
Then I cannot just turn around all of a sudden and hate that child. With all the pain I went through. And if I give birth to a child on a natural way, it comes with all sorts. You'll be swollen all places and stuff. It takes you 2 weeks to heal and stuff.
Yeah.
All that.
So that bond and connection.
Exactly. So a woman will not be easily forgetting that. There are these rules and regulations. They'll be like, needs to be
adjusted,
reviewed again. Yeah. And a child is a child, right? A child has been brought on earth through an elderly person. That person has to be somebody who leads them.
Right.
And a very strong point is, if we leave God out of this raising up a child, things will go haywire. The world says something else, and God says something else. Always they'll be reminded, children, respect, love your parents. They are your second God on earth. Okay? I can say, oh, if my heart is cranked a little bit for my child, then things will not go on well for this child. But when it comes to here, nobody cares about this side, especially on the side of taking care of, on the side of parents being the leader and the second God in this planet Earth. Their single word or a single tear goes far away. Far away. So you see, these children who will be stabbing themselves definitely are children who doesn't even listen to their moms or dads. Okay? They go home anytime they want, they leave anytime they want, and the parents are afraid to speak to them. Why? Social services. So this social services comes like an embargo of a very good nation. If the evil seed will be planted on a child at this tender age, definitely it will be a harmful thing, not only to the black community, that child tomorrow will harm another community.
Definitely, I do agree.
It starts, as they say, charity starts at home. Definitely this child will start stabbing his own people. After that he moves. Yeah, it's like let me tell you, somebody who segregates, okay, will start with like, this is not mine, this is not. So when he finishes with those things around him or her, this is not mine, this is not belong, does not belong to me, does not belong. Okay, all this what surrounds, they will repel. Okay, now you will have to step out of the boundary that I've made, and then we'll start at that one is ugly, that one is doesn't, that one is too old, that one is too. So it goes on and on. It's a circle. It will not stop.
I understand. It makes a lot of sense. So there are two main aspects in this. Honestly, there is one of a family not having the same language, not being together. Whether one is softer, the other one is stronger, or no one is there at all to, for the child.
Yes.
Where a child thinks that they can do whatever they want. And then there's this fear of social services where parents choose not to do anything and leave everything to the social services to manage, and you find a child misbehaving and ending up stabbing others and becoming actually a danger to the society.
Yeah, it's true,
yeah. So how do parents act on this one? Like, let's take our part as parents.
Okay.
Social service, they have their own ways probably to deal with
matters
and review, because parents obviously they have their, if you have obligation, if you have right, you have obligation as well.
Exactly.
So you cannot have one and not have the other. You have right, but you have also obligations. So parents have rights as well, because they have obligation. They should also have rights as parents. Children have rights. They should also have obligations as well. So you can't have one, not the other.
Yes.
Yeah. So there should be a balance, honestly. And the other thing is the parents. How do we play our role in this? Mother, father.
Fathers.
Whether a single mom, it shouldn't mean that being a single mom or a single dad should define my child's character being the impossible character in the society, should define my child being a danger to the society because I'm single mom or dad. But how do we adjust that to make sure that we are raising responsible citizens of tomorrow?
Okay, so when it comes to single parents, let me start with single parents. Single parents, the only place for them, because it takes two to tango, right?
Right.
Now they should be the ones tangling themselves with God. Okay? So much more than even everybody, because it's a single-handed.
Yeah, but not everybody's a believer again. We believe God
not everyone is a believer.
Yeah.
Whatever they believe in, they should turn into it.
They should turn into it.
Yeah,
okay.
Because they need another
support.
Exactly. Okay? So turn to that side. Whatever you believe into.
Yeah.
Do you believe on to just being quiet? Okay. But as a single-handed, turn to the side.
Right.
That will give you a support. When it comes to now, a couple. Couples should speak the same language.
Right.
Okay? If dad says no, when you go out by 6 o'clock, you're here at home. Okay? You leave at home 4 p.m. You come back 6 p.m. The mother should not be soft on that. Okay? If it's the mother who is strict and the dad is soft, then the dad as well should stick on that. Because if we speak different languages, we send different messages to a child, the child will not know how to choose.
Right.
They'll follow what they want. Always it's what I want, not what they say. Okay? Now that's now parents. And when it comes to a single-handed, a single parent or something, don't have this thing of like, oh, my child didn't grow up with the dad. Sometimes I feel bad. That is a poison.
Yeah.
That is what will make that child get away with everything they want. And then in future, if you do not, comply with what they want, trouble starts.
Right.
Why? Because before you've been giving, all what they press on, they want, you give. Or what they will teach them to, sometimes not to have something.
Right.
Yeah? Or for birthday, I want an iPad or the very newest version.
Yeah, they know them.
They know everything.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong for a parent to say no.
No.
It has never turned a parent to be a very bad parent all of a sudden. Okay? No, you're not having this time, because lately I've been telling you, come home by 6, you always turn 10 past or half past, and you come with excuses. So my excuse this time is, you've been doing wrong. They don't get what they want. It pains them.
Yeah.
Or on their birthday, they be expecting, oh, I'll be getting this. So that's when you go like, oh, you didn't do well that time. So since you didn't do well, you have a cake, happy birthday, make a wish.
No gifts.
Blow the window, blow the candle.
Yeah.
No gift.
No gift.
Yeah, why? Because I cannot reward somebody who doesn't do well. Reward goes to those who do well.
Who
deserves it. They do it in a one way or one or the other way. That's how it is.
So you give them gifts as
a reward.
As a reward.
Yes.
For good behaviors or for performance.
For performance, for good behaviors. You praise them, definitely you praise them.
So you don't just give gifts anyhow?
No, not just when they want. Because there is that thing of want. A want is not a need. They're not going to die without, if they're not going to have the iPhone 12 or iPhone 16, whatever they call it. No. It's just that thing that I have to, and they'll come with this word, oh, peer pressure. I grew up with the peer pressure. It didn't kill me. My dad was not allowing me to go to the parties. That was the peer pressure. Oh, you never attended any parties. But I thank God today. And I thank him today. Those parties, them kids did have all sorts of accidents. There were those who were raped. There were those who got bitten. There were those who got... And I wasn't around.
Learned new behaviors.
Learned new behaviors or became something. They started drinking. They started all sorts. My dad was protecting me. I understood that. But it was in the later stage, though. It was just straight like that. If he says no, it's a no.
Yeah.
So parents have to have the word no. It's not going to kill a child. Whether you're single or you're double. Is it double, yeah? Couple. I call them double. So whether you're single or you're couple, we get to laugh a little bit. So the word no has to be no and has to have the meaning, completely meaning, not no now, and then within 2 hours the child comes and start pressing again, goes like, you give in. They've overruled you.
Yeah.
So you have to be strong and stand straight. That's it.
But again, back to single parents. To be specific, maybe single moms. When it comes to how we are there for our children and raise them and support them, sometimes people put not blame, but there's that pity or that goes to single moms. Obviously, they also have self-pity themselves, being single. So you've been single yourself for some time, but you raised children who are actually very responsible, very intelligent. And I don't see that I don't see that effect of you raising them at that particular time. I mean, I don't see the difference from your children and my children and other children, obviously, who have both parents. But that time when you raised them, what could have been the tool or strategies that you used to make sure that you are raising them at that time, you're just on your own, but they're actually well behaved? I mean, even better than those who have two parents.
Oh, thank you, Emertha. The thing that I was using is just cut the self-pity.
Right.
Do not pity a child. When you know that they have done something wrong, there's that, as a mother, be like, oh, but this child is missing, has not grown up with the dad, or the dad rejected this child. No, all those were just done. Yeah, we are living the now. So all the time when you're doing something is now, present time.
Not the past.
Don't bring the past.
No.
Whoever rejected them. So let them stay in their box of rejection. You're dealing with your child now, because this is the nation you're raising it up. This child could become a prime minister. This child could become head of school. This child could become a pilot. We don't want pilots who go kill kids to everybody. No. So
they could be anything in life.
They could be anybody in this life. So since you're seeing that things, then you'll be like, you've done wrong, mate. I'm not happy with this. Next birthday is cake, one candle, done. Are we? Because you can tell that go sit at the corner. They get used to the corners.
Yeah.
Okay. On the stairs, they get used to it. They know after 20 minutes, grounds. They get used to that. They'll even be telling each other, I'm grounded.
So you probably have been that strict and straightforward person right from the childhood, the way you're raised. Maybe that's a kind of the character you transmitted to your children of being strong, independent and reliable as well, and disciplined, because that's how you are raised. But talk about these other mothers also. Obviously they learn from your examples, but maybe not everyone had that chance of being raised by strong parents. So from your experience again, what kind of behavior that you noticed from single moms, that when you're still single? Now she's not single. So don't think she's still, no, she's no more than she was in the past, and she raised her children on her own. Yeah. What do you think those mothers went wrong somehow because of their situation?
Is that feeling, oh, the dad is not here.
Yeah.
See, the boy was supposed to go in football and the dad is not here, and I'm working. I can't take my child anywhere. So that will make somebody in bondage. You stay there. And
also can come with depression. I can imagine that that tone sounds depressive.
Exactly. Exactly. So if that's why I said earlier, just put it in the box of rejection somewhere.
Right.
And then if you can carry that box, take it out of your house and put it in the shed.
Yeah.
Where you don't go all the time. Leave it there.
Or burn it.
Yes, or burn it. And leave the now. Now. Now, every day is a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Every day is a beautiful day. So this child does something today, he goes like, oh, I'm ticking. You didn't do it. When he reaches 10, you've missed your present. 10 ticks of wrongdoings, you have missed your present.
Right.
You're not gonna, so you're talking to them, they should understand.
Excellent.
Yeah? You make sure you talk to them well. And then don't change, just be consistent. When you say it is no, let the child know it is no. If you call my child today, Hannah, we tell you, oh, when this woman says no, it's no.
It's no.
Yeah. It goes like, oh, that mama will say no. And when she says no, there's nothing. Sometimes they go run around and go to their dad. And then the dad goes like, oh, but at least give them a little bit of... Then I'll remind my husband, like, listen, remember, we have to speak the same language. If we say A, it's A. If it is B, it is B. Okay? The moment I say A, you say it's Z. This child will be like all the time running to that person. They know there's a leniency there, okay? And that will spoil. They say too many hands make spoil the broth, yeah? So we have to have, like, you are a couple, but you be as one, making that broth. Let's take our children like we are making a broth. So it needs a single-handed broth. So you make it, you're not gonna spoil it. If it's too many hands, then
it's gonna be spoiled.